Hi, I'm Jane Rafter. I'm going to run through some Pilates exercises for you to do at home. So if you do them all once with me, it'll probably be about a 10-minute all-round workout, so you can fit it in when you haven't got much time. If you want to make it longer, just run through the exercises 2 or 3 more times. So I'm going to start with some standing exercises. I'm going to do some lunges, which are really good for the thigh muscles and also the glutes, the bum. So I'm going to take a deep breath to prepare. I've got my abdominals engaged. As I exhale, I'm going to take the heel and land it on the floor, working through to the foot, flexing forward from the waist. Try not to sag the back, so your back is nice and straight. Both knees are bent, and then come back to standing. I'm going to float the same leg up in the air. I'm going to keep the hip bones facing forwards. And I'm going to rotate the leg using my abductor, which is the outer thigh. So I'm trying not to use the pelvis. Bring it back and place it on the floor. Same leg. This is level 1. I'm going to do the same thing. Taking breath. Exhale. Over. Breathe in and lift. Feet together. I'm going to lift the leg. Rotate. Center. And down. If you want to make this exercise harder, as you lunge and then you come back, lift the foot straight up in the air. That's harder than it looks. Rotate, center, breathe in, exhale over. Breathe in, lift. Exhale, rotate, breathe into center. The reason I've got my hands on my hips is that it reminds me, it's very helpful to keep the hips facing forwards. I'm only going to do one more on this leg. I'm starting to feel the work now in the thighs and the bum. Brilliant. So you choose your level I'm going to take you through on the left leg. I'll remind you of level 1. So you take a deep breath. Exhale over. Level 1. The feet come back together. Then the knee lifts. That helps you if you have trouble balancing. Makes it easier to balance if you keep putting the foot down. If you want to challenge your core stability and your balance a little bit more, then try not to touch the floor. I'm a bit worse on this leg actually. We usually are better on one leg than the other. You'll find it harder to balance on one side. So I'm taking a breath out, and a breath in, and a breath out, squeezing through the outer thigh. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Last one. Over. Inhale. This knee is soft the whole time, which means it's never straight. Always have a slight bend in a knee that you're standing with your body weight on. So I'm going to take a roll down now because I want to go into a plank position. So I'm going to roll all the way to the floor, stretch through the backs of the legs and walk the hands forward. So I'm going to take you through the level 1 version first, which is knees on the floor. Tuck your pelvis under and lift your belly button up towards your spine and make sure your shoulder blades are drawn down your back. This is what it looks like if the shoulders are not drawn down the back, and you'll create tension in the neck. Obviously we don't want that. So I'm going to take a breath. As I breathe out, I'm going to not move the midsection of my body. I'm just going to float the knees up, hold it, really lifting the belly button up towards the spine. And this makes my core section work a little bit harder as well as the shoulders. Carry on with that if you want to stay at level 1. Level 2, which is quite a hard exercise, so only do it if you're confident that you can maintain this position with your plank, is to float one leg and put it back. I'm activating the glutes here a little bit. So I'm squeezing into the bum on the right to lift the leg and release. And I'm squeezing into the bum on the left and release. I'm going to do 4 more. Breathe in. I'm starting to feel tired in the shoulders as well. That's good. That's what we want. Weight bearing through the shoulders. I'm going to do 1 more. Fantastic. So we sit back for a second. And I'm going to use the ball now. But like I said, it doesn't matter if you don't have one. But if you have got one, we're going to put it between the feet, lie on our tummy, and I'm going to give you an exercise now that's for the bum. It's really good for the glutes. I'm going to get my chest flat on the floor and open up the knees, keeping hold of the ball with my feet. Make sure you're not up here. So we're nice and flat. I'm going to squeeze into the glutes. Now this is important. I need to lift my belly button off the floor slightly, so it kind of creates a little bit of a pelvic tilt. And then I'm going to grip the ball with my feet and float the knees. I can really feel that now in the bum. If I don't lift my tummy, there's a danger that I'll go into too much extension and you'll feel it too much in the back. So have a look what that looks like. That's hurting the back. So the knees shouldn't actually come up that high. So you squeeze the bum, tilt underneath, and then it's just a small, intense lift. And I'm also gripping the ball a little bit with my feet. Should we go for 4 more? So I'm going to exhale out, breathe in, hold, and release. It should be getting quite intense now. Exhale up, breathe in, hold, and release. Last 2 times. Exhale, shoulders stay down the back. Keep the belly button lifted. I'm going to do 1 more. And I'm going to let that go now. Release through the legs. Brilliant. I'm going to take hold of the ball and put it underneath the breastbone. Again, if you haven't got a ball, it doesn't matter. You can do this exercise just free without anything underneath you. So we're going to put the hands and the elbows on the floor. Take a breath. As you exhale, flex your chest. If you do have a ball underneath you, you'll feel that it inflates underneath you, and that gives you an idea of how much you are actually lifting off the floor. And we're using the muscles in the back. So we're going to exhale up. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release. Just look at this and make sure this doesn't happen. Make sure that your shoulders don't come up like this. So we need to keep the shoulder blades right down the back. So exhale up, shoulders down. Now if you have a strong back, and I don't want you to do this if you have a back problem. If you have a strong back, hold your back extension and go into a stronger extension by straightening the arms. And I'm not collapsing in the shoulders. You've got to keep those shoulder blades right down. And release. Should we do another one of those? So we go into the back extension on an exhale. Taking another breath in. Lengthen. Breathe in and hold. And exhale and release. Do that as many times as you like, but I'm going to move on now to an abdominal exercise. So I'm going to turn over. You can use the ball or you can use anything or nothing, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to lie down. Got the sun in my eyes. I'm going to change sides. That's better. Legs in the air. I'm going to take the ball in my right hand and take the arms over the head. Check out this position here. Try never to arch your back. So you want the ribs nice and flat. Lower back on the floor. Take a breath from here and exhale and lift your head, and more importantly, lift your shoulder blades up off the floor but not up to your ears, away from the ears and off the floor. Swap the ball on the other side of your legs and release. Now look at where my legs are. My legs are not here because that's too easy. I need my legs to be in tabletop, which is knees above hips. Exhale. If you want to make it harder and you have a strong lower tummy, I'll show you what you can do. You can lengthen the legs away as you lie down. If you do this, it's no good for your back. So you need to only do this if you can keep your lower back on the floor. So we're going to go over again. I'm going to take a breath now. I'm going to exhale and lift. Inhale to swap. Exhale as I extend. Breathe in. Breathe out and lift. Inhale and swap. Exhale and extend. So I'm just going to drop back down to level 1 and remind you what you can do if you're getting tired now. You do not have to do the extension. And in fact, if your legs are tired, You can do this exercise like this as well. I'm going to do one more. Breathing out, breathing in and breathing out to extend. And I'm going to hug the knees in. So, have a go at that. Good luck, enjoy the programme, and I will see you soon.